Good morning, children. Today we will discuss the last lecture of the current electricity, and in the today's lecture there are the three small topics. That is, what is the heating effect of current and what amount of heat will be produced when the I current is flowing in the circuit. When supply of V voltage is applied for the time t, we will derive that expression also. What do you mean by the electrical energy and what do you mean by the electric power? These three terms I will explain. And what will be the equivalent power when the components in an electrical circuit are connected in series and in parallel? How can we get the P equivalent? That formula we will also derive here, and with some numerical example we will do the calculation based question. So now first we come to the heating effect of current, and then I will explain amount of heat produced when the current is flowing through a resistor. Heating effect of current. Heating effect of current. Heating effect of current. We found that when a steady current of I ampere is flowing for a time t through a conductor, we found that the conductor gets heated. The first thing is that from where this heat comes, and second thing is that why whatever the work done is done by the DC source, whatever the amount of work done dissipated across the resistor will come in the form of the heat. So first thing is that what is the cause of the heating effect of current? When the current is flowing through the conductor whatever the free electrons which are causes the production of the current, they collides with the metal ions, and when the collides with the metal ions, there is the some amount of energy will be dissipated in the form of the heat when the current is flowing through the conductor from one end of the conductor to another end. So this is the main cause of the heating of the current. So if we want to say in one line what is the heating effect of current, so we can explain in one line: due to the collision of the electrons with the metal ions, some amount of kinetic energy of the electrons gets lost and it will be dissipated in the form of it will be dissipated in the form of heat across the conductor. So this is the heating effect of current. So what do you mean by the heating effect of current? So the phenomenon of heating of a conductor, when a steady current is flowing through that conductor for some time, then you can say that the heat is produced there in the conductor and the effect observed is called the heating effect of current. What is the cause of heating? When the current is flowing through a conductor, the electrons going to collide with the metal ions, the kinetic energy of the electrons during the collision dissipated in the form of the heat across the conductor, and which causes the production of the heat through the resistor. Now next, what amount of heat, that is expression of the amount of heat produced when the I ampere of current is flowing through the conductor. So I am just explaining the amount of production of heat. There is the DC source of V volt is connected, there is the key is connected, it gets closed, and I ampere of current, steady current, is maintained in the circuit, and the resistor is R. The resistor of the conductor is R. This is the terminal A and this is the terminal B. I have said that the electric potential at the terminal A is VA, and I have denoted the electric potential at the terminal B is VB. We know that current flows from higher potential to lower potential. It means that VA is greater than VB. That is the basic explanation about the circuit. I have just whatever you are thinking during drawing the circuit, I have just explained in the words. Now, if I am saying that let the Q amount of charge is moving from end A to end B of the conductor, so what will be the, you know that the charge is moving from higher potential to lower potential, current is moving from higher potential to lower. So if I am saying that in the certain time t, the q amount of charge is moving from point A to point B, here potential is higher, here the potential is lower. If we want to find out the potential energy at the point A, electrostatic potential energy of the charge at the point A, charge multiplied by its potential, and here it will be UB is equals to charge multiplied by potential at this point. So when this charge is moving from point A to point B, it moving from higher potential to lower potential, it means that there is the decrease in potential energy. So if we find out decrease in potential energy when the charge Q, decrease in electrostatic potential energy when the charge Q is moving from end A to end B, it will be U final minus U initial, and this will be equals to, U will be equals to, and Q VB minus Q VA. I have said that this VA minus VB means higher potential minus lower potential will be equals to V volt, VA minus VB, and you can say this will be equals to Q VB minus VA, and VB minus VA, we can say that the decrease in potential energy minus Q VA minus VB, it will be minus V, therefore I have written minus sign here, that is minus QV. This amount of loss in electrostatic potential energy will be converted into the kinetic energy of this flowing electrons, and therefore you can say that, and this kinetic energy will causes the amount of heat produced, means whatever the amount of kinetic energy will be lost, it will be lost in the form of the heat. So this is the heat H, and that will be H will be equals to Q into V. We know that Q can be written as I into T, means when the I ampere is current flowing for the time T, then you can say that the amount of heat produced is VIT. If we putting V is equals to IR, it will be I square R into T. If we putting I is equal to V by R, then it will be written as V square by R into T. So this is the expression of the amount of heat when the current is flowing for the time T in the circuit. So this is the expression of beta heat produced. If these are in the SI unit, it will be in joules. If we want to find out the heat in the calorie divided by the joules constant, that is 4.18, and when you dividing it by 4.18, that is round off current, so 4.2, then we will get the heat in the form of, in the unit of calorie, So this is the expression of the heat. Next we come to the electric power. Next we come to the electric power. What do you mean by electric power? I am just denoting it by the P. Beta, in the circuit, let there is the DC source of V volt is connected here. This is the DC source of V volt. Just key is there and key K is closed. This is the resistor beta. This is the resistor, and a steady current I is maintained by this DC source in the circuit. The amount of work done per unit time, or you can say that the rate at which a DC source is performing the work done, the rate at which the DC source is performing the work done to maintain the current in the circuit, to maintain the flow of the charge in the circuit, that is called the electric power. So what you can say that the electric power is defined as the rate of performing the work done by the DC source to maintain the current in the circuit, that is called the electric power of the circuit. So now, how can we define the electric power? So P will be equals to W by T. The thing comes, what will be the work done? We know that beta work done equal to charge multiplied by what will be the potential difference from here to Q into V. We know that beta Q can be written as IT, sorry, QV by T. Therefore, it will be written as VIT divided by T. TT and T gets cancelled. Then the power will be equals to V into I. If I am writing V is equal to IR, it will be I square into R, and that will be I is equal to V by R. Then it can be written as also V square by R. So these are the three formulas for the expression of the electric power of the circuit. Now beta, when resistance is unknown, then you will just use this formula. When the voltage is unknown, you will use this formula. When the current is unknown, you use this formula of the electric power. So this is the expression of the electric power. Now next we come to the expression of electric energy. And thing is that what is the unit of the electric power? The SI unit of the power is what? It is watt, and therefore you can say that the SI unit again it will be watt. So SI unit of electric power is watt. But it can so this is the electric power of the circuit. Now next we come to the electrical energy of the circuit. What amount of energy is available in the circuit when an EMF of V volt is supplying the current I in the circuit. That is called the electrical energy. Next we come to the electrical energy. Now here I have said that what amount of work has been done per unit time, what amount of work has been done per unit time, that will be by the source of EMF in maintaining the current in the circuit. That is called the electric power. And what is electric energy? The amount of work done by a DC source in maintaining the current in the circuit for a given time. Let the given time is T. So it means that whatever the amount of work has been done by the DC source in maintaining the current in the circuit for the time T, or simply you can say that for the given time, then that is called the electrical energy. Now it means that electrical energy will be equals to electrical energy. If we just simply apply, you can say that in unit time what amount of energy will be supplied, that is P, in T time P into T, and this will be equals to P is what? V into I, that is V into I. Either you can say that I square R into T, either you can say that V square by R into T. SI unit of measuring the electrical energy is beta joules. It will be joules, and there is the one more unit, that is commercial unit, which can you say that is kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour. This is the also the unit of electrical energy. Now beta, we come to the one numerical which is based on the same concept that I have told you. A heater coil is rated 100 watt, 200 volt. It is cut into two identical parts. Both parts are connected together in parallel to the same source of 200 volt. Calculate the energy liberated per second in the new combination. The first thing is that what do you mean by this circle data? What information we will get? So I am just saying that from the rated power and rated voltage, whatever the rating of the instrument is given there for the power and voltage, from there you can get the resistance of that component. So now the rating is beta 100 watt 200 volt. The rating is 100 watt 200 volt. This is the rating. Now we know that P is equals to beta V square divided by R. P is equal to V square divided by R. But this formula is not for the power consumed. I am saying that this is the rated power, means जो rating यहाँ पर है. This is the rated voltage square and this is the resistance of the component. Then you can say that the resistance of the component will be equals to V square divided by P. And this implies that R equals to, what is the V here? That is 4 into 10 to the power 4 when you get the square of 200, and power is 100 watt. This gets cancelled, that is 10 to the power 2. Then what will be the value of resistance beta? The value of resistance is 400 ohm. It means whatever the electrical component, that is called, I think that is the heating coil, the coil having the resistance of the 400 ohm. The next part of question is saying it is cut into two identical parts. If you are cutting it into two equal parts, it means that if this having the resistance of 400 ohm and you are cutting the two equal parts, then this part having the resistance R by 2, that will be equals to 200 ohm, and the another part will be again, it will be of resistance R by 2 and that will be equals to 200 ohm. The question is saying that the both parts are connected together in parallel. Just take these two parts and connected them in parallel. Take these two parts and connected in parallel. I have taken these two parts and connect these two resistors in the parallel. Connected in parallel. Same DC source of 200 volt is connected there. This will be equals to 200 ohm and this will be equals to 200 ohm. Now, we want to find out what will be the energy liberated per second in the new combination. We know that if the question is asking, the words are saying work done per second, energy per second, it means we want to find out power. That is joule per second, means energy per second. And for getting the power of the circuit, we can say that we will get the equivalent power, means power of the circuit. If we know the voltage, we know that V square upon, at the place of R, we place the R equivalent. At the place of R, if we place the R equivalent, we will get the equivalent power of this circuit. Then what will be the R equivalent? These two resistors are connected in series and connected in parallel, and therefore the equivalent for the parallel combination is used here, that is 1 upon R equivalent equals to 1 upon 200 plus 1 upon 200, and this implies that the R equivalent equals to 200 into 200 divided by 200 plus 200, that is 400. This gets cancelled, 2 2s are 4, and this will be gets the 100 ohm, and this implies that the R equivalent will be equals to 100 ohm. Now, the equivalent power P equivalent will be equals to V square upon R equivalent. It is the 200 square divided by R equivalent, that is will be 100, and the P equivalent equals to 4 into 10 to the power 4 divided by 100. These two zeros gets cancelled, and this implies that the power of the circuit is, that is P equivalent, it is equals to 400 watt. This is the equivalent power. So this is the beta one question. Now after this we come to the next question from the same segment. Now beta, we come to the next question. An electric bulb is marked 100 watt 230 volt. Its supply voltage drops to 115 volt. What is the heat and light energy produced by bulb in 20 minutes? Calculate the current flowing through it. The previous question is also from the board papers. It is from the, I think, year 2000, and this is also from the board papers. That is in 1998. An electric bulb is marked 100 watt 230 volt. If the supply voltage drops to 115 volt, what is the heat and light energy produced bulb in 20 minutes? Calculate current flowing through it. So first thing is that what I have said that from the rating, in the previous example I told that from the rating what value we will get? We will get the resistance of the component. So there is the electric bulb and the rating is 100 watt 230 volt. It is the 100 watt 230 volt. If we found the resistance of the component, so R is equals to V square divided by P, and this implies that R equals to V square is 230 into 230 divided by P, power is 100, and this 0 cancel, this gets cancelled, and this will be R will be equals to 23 into 23, that is 529 ohm. This is the resistance. So this is the first intercept. If the supply voltage drops to 115 volt, so now beta, let the supply voltage will be V dash and it becomes 115 volt. It becomes 115 volt. What is the heat and light energy produced by the bulb in 20 minutes? And time is given, T is equals to 20 into 60. This will be the second. 20 minutes means this second. This will be, I think, yes, 20 into 60. This will be the time in the seconds. So now heat. What formula for the heat we have? We know the V dash square. V dash square divided by R into T. This is the formula for the heat produced. The H will be equals to V square, that is 115 into 115 divided by resistance, that is 529, and the time will be 20 into 16, that is 1200 seconds. This will be 1200 seconds. And when you finding this value, then H will be equals to 3 into 10 to the power, nearly 3 into 10 to the power 3 joule when you're getting round off, that is H will be equals to 3 kilojoules. It will be 3 kilojoules. This will be the amount of heat produced. Now next say calculate the current flowing through it. Beta, when you changing the voltage, so it doesn't mean the resistance of the component changes. The resistance of the component will be the same, na? So resistance of the component, we have the 529 ohm. But now your supply voltage has changed. It becomes 115 volt. And therefore, you can say the current becomes I dash, and I dash will be equals to V dash divided by R. And this implies that I dash, V dash is the 115 divided by 529. And it gets cancelled, and you will get the I dash, the value of I dash will be 5 upon 23 ampere. So this will be the amount of current available in the circuit. So this is the another question. With this example from my side beta, the chapter 3 completed, and with that unit test syllabus completed. Monday there is the unit test, and there is the unit test contains 45 objective question, and for each question you will get the 90 second, means there will be the paper of nearly for 45 questions. There's the paper of I think 60 minutes, and you are getting the more than 60 seconds on the one question. So I think nearly 90 seconds you will get for the one question. So on Monday there is the unit test, and the syllabus is only and only chapter 3, that is current electricity. Prepare well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on the WhatsApp group. Saturday and Sunday you have the time, you can ask me the questions. You can send the question, I will send the solution in the evening. Thank you so much.